Hello and welcome back to Ayaron's world. Long time no see. So I cannot get this double piston door here at my enchanting station working properly. I replaced there was a monostable circuit here to allow for a T flip-flop thing. I replaced that with something that just uses a comparator. No, it doesn't use a comparator, it uses a locking thingamybig. What are they called? Repeaters, a locking repeater. So I got that bit working again, but then it still didn't work, so I've replaced the circuit here with a different one that's meant to do the job, and it doesn't. So I'm giving up for now. Redstoniness and me not good bedfellows at this particular moment in time. I built a little tower up there. I wonder where I can go that's a reasonable place to look at it. Around here by the mural, I think. Yeah, it needs to be taller, I think. It's not a bad design for a tower. But it's not the best design in the world either. Tell me what you think. I think maybe if it had one more story on it, then it would work. Do I have the ender pearls? Yes, I do. We utterly missed and died. Thank God for boots of falling. Boots of falling? Feather falling. Wow. I am a bit out of practice. My mouth and my brain are not functioning together right now. I'm sure things will improve as time goes on. So, this is more or less done. I put a wooden floor down on it. Got some little chandeliers in. So I'm going to carpet this, I think. Come the next release, we're going to gain carpet, which lets you put a thin slither of wool down on surfaces and so on, which I think is pretty cool. It means you don't have to make your floors too thick anymore. That's TWO thick, not TOO thick. If you want to have a different surface on the ceiling or not. I'm never going to hit that, am I? I don't know, I might do. If I go high enough. No. Just wanted to go check on how much gunpowder and stuff we're building up. Watch this land in the lava lake. Ooh. There we go. Now, I do have a problem with my dog. If you remember, I got myself a dog on the Knights of the Square Table server, and then I brought it over here. And the problem is that my dog will not go through this nether portal. He followed me through once, and that's it. He won't actually teleport. And it doesn't seem to matter whether he's standing or sitting. You know, he just won't go through. Come on, follow me through. See? No effect whatsoever. So, I've got a nether dog, I suppose. Not much use, being a nether dog. Maybe I should try pushing nether dog through a different portal, like this one. I've not done that yet because, you know, this is a platform up in the sky and I'm just afraid the dog's just going to fall right off it. So I've not actually done any AFKing here. So we're getting some music discs and stuff from where they kill each other. Lots of zombie meat. And we've got the gunpowder. It is building up quite nicely. This is just from the time that I've sort of been here, tidying up and stuff like that a bit. And it's working well enough. It'll keep me in gunpowder, which is what it's all been about. So, what I want to do today is I need a bridge here. Right about here, I think. This is be a reasonable distance from that side and that side. So I've been wanting a bridge here for absolutely ages in order to get access to this desert. I've not really done much with the desert. There was a little bit of a quarry on the desert in the beginning, but then I realised I didn't want, that I didn't want to actually dig up my entire desert and make it look ugly. So there's a little bit of a quarry there that I can maybe think of a way to disguise. But the main reason I want a bridge there is that in the next update of Minecraft we are getting horses, which is cool. But in order to find a horse, I need to get brand new chunks of terrain that haven't been generated until now. And looking at the map of my world, which comes with where my world download is, most of the new chunks, or the closest new chunks, are off in that direction. So what I thought I would do is I'd build a bridge there, and then maybe build a stable here. I also want, if there's going to be some form of elevator or something running up and down to that, I think it's going to be on this side, going into the tower. So I want a bridge, and that's what we're going to do. So I've grabbed myself a load of supplies. Now I think the road part of it should be made out of cobble to match my paths here, but I want the rest of it to be made of stone brick. Because I've not actually made much stuff out of stone brick other than my enchanting area there. So I do have a design in mind. I'm sort of going to try and go for like a medieval arched bridge with two small, so the bridge itself will be one larger arch, and then there's going to be two smaller arches within it, or maybe more than two, running down to little support pylons and so on. So I've measured it out, and from here to the other side is, well, from here to the other side is 28. So if I start my measurements from here, then that's going to be 30. And that's going to be the easiest, I think. So let me grab a load of cobble. And cobble stairs as well, I think. And I've got some dirt to act as scaffolding. So if this is like my base foundation, and I'll measure out from here. So I'll just get the basic arch done first, and then we can take a look at it and we can try and work out how to make it so it'll be easy to run up and down and so on. The sun's going down already, but I've got a bed right there. So I've got the basic arch in place there. And I think the dimensions look about right. That's a pleasing hump. Because of course, I don't know. I think the earlier bridges were sort of humped because it was easier for them to make. Suspending something that's long and flat over a distance is tricky, whereas if you make it an arch shape, then you can use all those keystone archy type stuff. So, to make it traversable, I think what I want to do is, rather than wherever it goes up, like that, I can put a stair. So that's like a... Well, that's an upside down stair. Did not want to do that. So this is obviously like a sharp incline. So that can be a stair, that can be a stair. But now here I've got the decision, do I make this one a stair and then have a flat bit, or do I make half slabs? Because that one could be a lower half slab, that one could be an upper half slab. That might work out smoother. Let me grab the half slabs. Oops, wrong button. And see whether I can get this. So there will be a half slab there and a half slab there. That would bring us to this one. This is another 2er, so that would be a half slab there, and a half slab there. Now this one is actually 3 tall, so I suppose we could have a flat bit and then do that. Now that gives a nice smooth rise, doesn't it? Yes, I think that is the way to go. So I go stair, stair, then half slabs for a nice gradual rise, and it flattens out a bit, and then there's a flat bit in the middle. And that should give you a slope that I'll be able to very easily run and ride my horses up and down. So I'll get that done 3 wide, and then I have to start thinking about the rest of the bridge. Looking good. I've put the brick around the outside, so it's got a little bit of a railing. I did experiment with using the cobblestone walls, but I don't know, it just looks a bit big and bulky, and I don't really want the cobble there, you know? I've got the cobble underfoot, but I don't really want the cobble on the sides like that. So I might just need to make do with a single layer of railing and hope that I don't fall off too often. When have I ever fallen off anything? So this is working well. Now it does need some extra support. Now what I want, I think, is a single pillar coming down in the centre, forming sort of 2 archways like that and like that. I think that looks about right. I think if I make the other side the same as that one, then the arch will look about what I was thinking in my head. It's difficult to get it to go exact. Means the middle bit is 4 wide, those bits there are going to be 5 wide. So I think it matches up pretty well. So I've just got to actually fill in all the bits and pieces on it, because at the moment it's just a facade, just to try and get it straight in my brain. Yeah, I like the look of that. There we go. I know it's not the most amazing piece of Minecraft architecture ever constructed, but hey, it does the job and it looks like how I want to look. 2 little archways supporting 1 large archway. A nice humpback bridge. Bring me over down to here, and then I think what I'll do is I'll clear an area here out, probably line it with sandstone or something so it'll blend in with the desert, and that can be a nice stable ready for when we get horses. Now this does need lighting, because otherwise mobs will be able to spawn wherever we've got a flat bit like that. So, some form of glowstone lamps, I think. And by that, I don't mean the actual glowstone lamps that are made with redstone. I don't think I want those things, because the problem with those things is you've got to power them somehow, which means there's going to be a lever hanging from the thing. So let's see if we can do it the other way. It's an old trick that lots of people have done, which is just the glowstone block with a hatch on it. So I've got plenty of that stuff. Do I have any hatches? I do not see any hatches, but we will make some. So you make hatches by like doors, but sideways. Right. So the choice is to how to suspend these. And I think I will be suspending them. It's either going to be from fence posts or from nether brick fence posts or from the cobble fence posts, all of which are there. far too low. So imagine that's a little bit higher. And we are just deciding which do we prefer the look of. Well, the cobble sort of blends in with the whole stone aesthetic. The wood looks good because it matches the hatches. See if we can get to a slightly better place to take. There we go. Let's just. But the black is a nice contrast. I can't put a hatch at the bottom, unfortunately. I think the black. I'll go with that. So I'll just space some lamps out on this thing. And I think we'll be done. What do you think? I'm not entirely happy with the lamps. Maybe I should do them slightly differently. Maybe rather than overhanging the path, if I get the silk touch out, if I took this one here, chopped it back to that, I need something to stand up on. What about that? It kind of looks less lamp-like, doesn't it? But it doesn't encroach on the path. So as an alternative, we could keep the overhang, but make it go sideways like this. I'm not sure. Yeah, that one's probably looks a little better. We got interpole up to there or something. Yeah, I mean the one with the overhang just actually looks like a lamp, whereas that one's just something on a stick. But making it so it doesn't overhang the path is probably wise, because once I'm on horseback, those are really going to get in the way. So the only other thing I did is added a little bit of basic decoration. Basically, I've added some mossy stone, but that's actually all the mossy stone I had. I only had 30, so I had enough to put a little around that pillar and that pillar, and one or two bits of that pillar there, and that's it. So the next thing I need to do is clear the land here a bit for the stable. I think I probably want to keep some grass, because you know they are horses. They like to be able to eat. I've got like a little watering area there for them. Maybe, I mean, this is a lake, so it should be fresh water for them. It's not like it's an ocean. You know, water they can't drink. I have no idea what style of stables I'm going to build. So if you guys have any ideas, you know, other than just boxes with big doors for the horses to live in. Well, there we go, a bridge. Isn't it amazing? I do like the shape. It's a nice solid medieval bridge. I've not seen... Most bridges people make in Minecraft are just flat. You know, so I figured I'd go, you know, I wanted a little more variety, a little more of a challenge. So that's a bridge with a number of different curves in it. And I quite like the way it stands up nice and proud. And if this was actually a river, then there'd be plenty of room to sail boats underneath it, which is the other advantage of a nice curved bridge. So, that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.